4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We sit right off of the Cross Bronx Expressway, and that leads to higher rates, especially because of the congestion and the particles that are in the air. It leads to higher rates of certain conditions such as cancer, such as diabetes, even obesity.
The environment in many ways is toxic, and these are the canaries in the coal mine, literally.
The Bronx contends with a lot more concerns and issues than other more affluent areas in the city.
To see what the principal is doing here, she's pushing a boulder up a mountain. She's pulling them, and to see what the kids are going to move forward to, kudos, because this is where it has to start.
We're going to take these vegetables that the children have been growing straight from the farm, chop them up in front of them, and create a healthy, delicious, nutritious, locally grown meal.
As a school leader, whatever's in the power to help ameliorate these overarching conditions that have been in existence for decades, such as my partnership with the Green Bronx Machine and Babylon Microfarm, I will do that. I will always try my best, especially because I am from this borough, to try and help it out as much as I can.
But the ability to teach children how to grow healthy, fresh food indoors, aligned to science, math, reading, writing, entrepreneurship, that's what this financial empowerment seminar was all about, is one of the most exciting things we could do. Because this work is not about just education, it's about ending poverty.
I'm the commissioner of the New York City Department of Consumer and Worker Protection. I think schools are really the places where a lot of our families will come to receive information, right? It always feels like a safe place, whether it is healthy food or the resources that we need to be financially empowered.
And when you give people tools that empower them to create businesses, to take ownership of their health, of their wealth, of their community, you open up their minds to amazing things. And most importantly, when you meet a principal like Roxanne Letta, first generation, single parent home who grew up in a community exactly like this one, who runs an A-rated public school in a community where most people would not even want to show up to daily and work, you have to support her.
I was very, very lucky to have met Stephen Ritz, and he is a force to be reckoned with. And so we have just been growing our hydroponic farming since then.
We're going to ribbon cut this amazing farm and introduce hundreds of students who have never seen indoor agriculture technology right into their cafeteria.
And this is just the next stage in our financial independence journey, as well as our sustainability journey.
And create the first farm-to-table scratch cooking program in all of District 9 in the middle of the South Bronx. And let me tell you, the children, the faculty, and the community are over the moon excited.
So, oh my goodness, I was really excited to have Chef Dwayne and Chef Xavier come to the Max PS 70 and provide this cooking show-esque experience for about 140 students down in our cafeteria.
A meal that would cost tons of money elsewhere. A meal that is absolutely unavailable in this community on any given day, and prove to children they can eat with the best and dine with the finest each and every day.
I like that.
Happy, healthy, local, sugar-free, organic, pesticide-free, and most importantly, grown themselves.
So I believe Chef Dwayne is from the Bronx, which is amazing.
Excited is not the word. I was pumped. I mean, I was born here in the Bronx, raised here in the Bronx. My grandmother had a store on Westchester Avenue. I'm a workaholic, so for me not to be at work today and actually take off this day shows how pumped I am to be here.
Absolutely love a fellow Bronxite. I am from the Bronx as well. And I believe Chef Xavier came to this country from France at the age of 25, not knowing any English. And that is the same story many of my students can tell.
When you can partner with the Culinary Institute of America and teach children and a community that has been so belittled, degraded, and berated the art of hospitality, and realize that education is hospitality, where every day is try day, where every day can be something delicious. And to have two chefs, one who arrived from this country at the age of 25 without speaking a single word of English, and another one born and bred right here in the Bronx and rocking it at the Culinary Institute up in Hyde Park. This is the kind of thing that makes school relevant. Oops, who's calling me now?
I'm a Chef X. I'm dealing with students who are a little bit older compared to you, but maybe not that smart compared to you.
Stephen mentioned with food, right? Health is wealth, and we really want to make sure that our communities have what it needs to manage money, manage debt, build their credit, and have a beautiful future to tend to all of the needs that we all have.
When I was 4 years old, I told them, I said, one day I will be a chef.
This is an ATM of vegetables, and these children are going to benefit from it.
And then all of a sudden, it's almost like the mise en place gods came down and went to the school. Stephen showed up and did this wonderful presentation. And I was so impressed that when I heard there was an opportunity to come down here and do this, I jumped right on it.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Principal Leto because she's welcomed us into this school with open arms, and the results have been phenomenal. And to be clear, she could be anywhere. She could be on the Upper East Side, she could be in Scarsdale, she could be in Beverly Hills. But she comes because it's not about giving back, it's about paying it forward. And that's what she's about, that's what we're about, and that's what this whole movement is about. Hyper-local, hyper-connected, scalable, replicable, in today, growing food tomorrow. Bingo!
As a principal here of PS70, I truly have one big dream, and that is that each and every one of our constituents, from students to parents to staff and community organizations, will one day be able to holistically work together to bring about true change within our community.